Crash Bandicoot is my favorite game of all time. I played it religiously as a kid, and a few years ago I even platinumed the Insane Trilogy. But lately, I was getting the itch to play it again. So, I made a new account on my PlayStation and did just that with the intention of getting the platinum once again. But something caught my eye. This game is rated a 7 out of 10 difficulty, taking 18 hours to platinum. But I didn't remember it being that hard, so I set myself the challenge of getting all 23 trophies, including the platinum, in one day. So, at 8:30 AM, I woke up on Insanity Beach and started my playthrough. And very quickly, I got my first trophy.
Spin Doctor. In a single level, spin an enemy into another enemy twice. First trophy already, let's go. I love this game. Best game of all time, hands down.
And about 5 minutes after that, I managed to unlock my first bonus level.
That's what those do. Enter a bonus round after collecting 3 character tokens. Man, I'm already having so much fun.
From there, I started breezing through the levels, trying to destroy as many boxes as I could and earn clear gems. Clear gems are earned by destroying every single box in a level, and you need to do this in every level for a trophy. But more on that later. For now, I was on to the very first boss fight against Papu Papu, who you just have to stand on his head.
Papu popped. Defeat Papu Papu. Boss fights are so easy in this game. I remember everything. I used to play this literally as a kid. I didn't have a memory card. So I used to just play the whole game all the way through, like every day.
After defeating Papu Papu, you're then able to play as Crash's sister Coco, and for spinning away 5 enemies as her, you get a trophy.
No holes barred. Defeat 5 enemies with Coco's spin. Nice easy one.
From there, I kept just playing through the levels, and I got my next trophy for dying.
Feed me. Die. Of course.
The next boss fight was against Ripperoo. To beat him, you just need to activate this TNT and hope he jumps next to it and it blows him up.
Ripper ruined. Defeat Ripperoo. I actually died so much that one. I don't know why. I'm dumb, I guess.
The first level after Ripperoo was the Lost City, and this is the first real difficulty spike in the game. To the point I was dying so much, I thought I'm not even going to worry about the boxes. I'm just going to try to beat the level. And this unfortunately put Crash through torture.
The box that broke the Bandicoot's back. Miss a lot of boxes. That was definitely the first difficulty spike in the game. And I'm going to need to do that level without dying to get the green gem. So, that'll be fun.
I just mentioned the green gem there. So, in addition to the clear gems, there are 6 color gems you need to earn throughout the game. These are acquired by breaking every box in a specific level without dying once. And these are usually some of the harder levels in the game. But I also do, completely by accident, get a trophy right here.
I meant to do that. Spin away an extra life. I did mean to do it, I swear. I swear to God.
Moving on now to Sunset Vista. This is the longest level in the game, and a level I was really dreading because I remember it giving me a lot of grief in the past. And this level also has a key. There's 2 keys in the game, and they just unlock extra levels, and you can get the key by collecting 3 of these Cortex tokens, which unlock an extra bonus level. A lot of levels to keep track of. The Cortex levels are both harder to find the tokens for to actually unlock, and then harder to complete than the rest of the bonus levels. But upon beating this is when you get given the key. After collecting the key, you of course just need to finish the level.
Vortex's Craze Contest. Earn the key in Sunset Vista. Man, I'm so happy I got that and the gem, because I remember Sunset Vista and the High Road being the 2 hardest levels. So, to have Sunset Vista out of the way, huge.
Right there, I did mention the High Road. That level later on makes me lose my mind. Genuinely crashed out so hard. But for now, here's the trophy for defeating Koala Kong.
Koala Konked. Defeat Koala Kong. Man, the boss fights are such a nice change up from the new milestone reach. Oh, I'm playing on a new account for this. Boss fights are such a good change up from the regular platforming. I love it. Best game of all time.
After that, I was once again making my way through the game pretty easily when I finally got another trophy.
I see London, I see France. Die.
Moving towards the end of the game now, and this is mostly boss fights. The first one against Pinstripe Portaroo, who you just need to spin him every time his gun jams.
Pinstripe Patui. Defeat Pinstripe Portaroo. I think he's the last boss before Cortex.
That was not the final boss fight, but before we get to that, we have the hardest level in the game, the High Road. This level is just an absolute joke. Everything needs to be precise for you to beat it. I found the easiest way was just to climb on the ropes and walk across them that way, basically cheesing the whole thing. But this level later on during the time trials, there are time trials I need to do later which require you to obviously do a time trial, but you cannot die once during the time trials. And this level gets me a lot of grief. Get ready to see a lot of rage when that happens. But I was very thankful to actually finish this level with the clear gem.
Clear gem, thank God.
And I couldn't believe they did this, but the very next level right after the High Road is Slippery Climb, which is really difficult in of itself. I would call the High Road 10 out of 10 difficulty and Slippery Climb 9 out of 10. But Slippery Climb actually also has a color gem, which I will need to get later, so getting every box without dying. And that is going to be a nightmare. But for now, back to the trophies, and I got my next one for defeating Embryo.
Nitrous broken.
And then the final boss of the game, Neocortex.
Cortex incapacitated. Defeat Neocortex. That's the game done. Alright. We're gonna go get my priority now is gonna be the color gems.
So at this point, I was feeling very good about platinuming the game in one day, as after just 3 hours, I completed the main game. And moving on to the color gems, the first one I decided to go for was the green gem, which I needed to get by destroying every box in the Lost City, which had some heartbreaking moments. Right here where I died literally 2 jumps before the end of the level.
Thought it. I overthought it.
And then again on the exact same jump like 20 minutes later.
Why that one every time? Fuck.
But thankfully, I did manage to unlock the green gem after about another 5 or 10 attempts.
Yes.
The reason I went for the green gem first was because I knew it unlocked a secret part in a level that contained a lot of free lives. And I wanted all those lives because I knew I was going to lose a lot while going for all the gems. And it actually got me 2 trophies.
Oh. Discover a gem path after earning a color gem. Nice. And on Cloud 99, earn 99 lives. Okay, that's what I wanted to do. Now I have enough lives to actually just go for everything.
Next, I was going for the red gem by completing Slippery Climb without dying, and I made, watching it back now, it's hilarious, but one of the dumbest mistakes ever. Basically, there was this box that unlocked a bonus level, but it was on top of an Aku Aku mask. The Aku Aku mask just lets you get hit once without taking any damage, like without losing your life. And I decided I wanted the Aku Aku mask after doing the bonus level, and somehow in that thought process, I just walked off the map.
What am I doing? What am I doing?
Then there was this jump, which I swear to God I hit an invisible wall on.
I got blocked by something. That fucking sucks.
When I finally beat this, I was very happy to get the red gem, but all I could think about was like, oh my God, I have to do a time trial on this later on. How am I going to manage that? The rest of the gems weren't an issue at all compared to Slippery Climb, and when I got the purple one here, that was actually my 13th gem, which was a trophy.
More gems are better than none. Earn 13 gems. Halfway. Halfway, let's go.
Soon after that, I finally got around to getting the second key. This wasn't that hard, I just needed to have the color gems unlocked to be able to get it.
Cortex's terrifying trial. Earn the key in Jaws of Darkness. Alright, I've unlocked everything I need to unlock. Just got to collect all the gems now.
So at this point, I was just playing through trying to get all the clear gems. It was really easy to do this, but I'd been playing for like 10 hours straight at this point, so I was making a lot of stupid mistakes.
What the fuck?
When I started making all these really stupid mistakes and just dying a lot, I decided it was time for a break, so I had some food, had a shower. When I came back, I was locked in. Like, I just hit flow state, and that allowed me to collect the last gem.
Yes. The ultimate gem path. Earn 26 gems. I'm pretty sure just the time trials to go.
So with everything done, I was finally onto the time trials. There's 3 ranks you can get: Sapphire, Gold, and Platinum. For the trophy, you need to get at least a gold rank on all 26 levels. Each level takes usually between 45 seconds and 1 minute to do, with the big challenge being that you of course can't die. But there are levels that take upwards of 3 to 4 minutes, which can be really difficult. But right here, I absolutely sped through the first 5 levels and got a trophy for it.
Catch me if you can. Alright, 5 done. 21 to go.
Just like in my first playthrough, the Lost City was the first level to give me some real difficulties, and these were the most annoying deaths. Was like when you would jump and press square or something, it would register a bit too early or a bit too late, and then you'd end up dying. This would send me.
Oh my god, I fucking pressed square. I fucking hate these bats, man.
This level ended up taking me about 40 minutes to beat, and I was very lucky to actually get it at the end. The Aku Aku mask came in real clutch for me, but I was so happy to finally beat this, and it was my 10th speedrun.
Would go all the way. Earn 10 relics gold or better. Man, fuck the Lost City. Fuck it to death.
The next level to give me a lot of trouble was Sunset Vista. To get the gold relic, you needed to do this in 4 minutes and 10 seconds. Which, look, the time trial itself is actually very forgiving, but it's just such a long level with so much going on and so many chances to die. And this one really pissed me off.
What the fuck just happened? Fucking...
When I finally bet this one, it wasn't even happiness, it was just relief. Like, thank God it's over. But I was starting to get a bit worried because it was about 9:30, maybe 10 p.m. at this point. And I knew I still had the high road and slippery climb to do. And I thought, maybe I'm not going to be able to do this in a day. And of course, once I finally got to the high road, this is when the real rage started. So, feel free to enjoy this rage compilation.
Fuck you, cunt! Fuck these two! I'm gonna throw my fucking controller. I'm gonna throw it. Fucking god, fuck off. No fucking way.
Look, there's about an hour of just that, and it starts getting to the point where it's like, I don't know what I'm allowed to say on YouTube, and I was saying a lot worse stuff than just that, so I'm not going to put it in the video, but I did manage to actually beat the level right here, and I was devastated to see I didn't do it in enough time.
Oh.
But now that I'd beaten the level once, I was really confident I'd be able to do it again, and I only needed to shave 3 seconds off the time I got, so I was really confident at this point, but yeah, it didn't quite work out that way.
What the fuck?
No, man.
This is fucking the worst thing I've ever done.
I ended up beating the level again, and you're about to see a defeated man.
No. I missed it.
This even got to the point that the game was literally against me.
It just despawned. You guys saw that. It despawned.
I finally ended up getting the winning run after about an hour more of rage. This level took me 2 hours altogether to do, and I was so happy to beat it, but Slippery Climb was up next.
Yes. Yes. Oh, thank God.
I was nervous going into Slippery Climb, but much more confident than I was going into the high road because I had to get the red gem earlier on Slippery Climb, and that required me to beat it without dying. So now I just had to do that again, but in under 3 minutes, and I couldn't believe what happened on my very first playthrough.
First try. Genuine first fucking try. Let's go.
From there, with the 2 hardest levels out of the way, I knew nothing could stop me on my way to the platinum, and I cruised through the last few levels in literally half an hour. I first tried a bunch of them, and finally here, on the very last level in the game, I got my last gold relic and the platinum.
Yes. Practice makes perfect. Yes, it does. The Intrepid Crash Bandicoot. Man, I don't know if this is still my favorite game of all time after that. I also can't believe I beat this as a kid. That's crazy. Oh my god.
Overall, I'm very happy to report that I did get this platinum trophy in one day. I completed it in 15 and a half hours. It took me 13 hours to actually get the platinum, so 2 hours of not playing the game in a whole day. It was crazy. But thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Obviously, Crash 2 and 3 are coming next. I'm going to do the whole trilogy. And the Spyro trilogy is also coming soon. So if you're interested in any of those, Like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.